Hi, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram here. Sorry, I couldn't get the first day's play report on the N-Power Test series between England and Sri Lanka, which was played yesterday. But I'm going to talk about it right now. Actually, England have actually finished at the lunchtime score of 486 all out. But let me just talk about this match. I wouldn't be able to go into the nitty gritties, but I can just say that Sri Lanka started off well in that on the first day by actually having England in real trouble at 22 for 3 with Andrew Strauss, Andrew Strauss being the first man, LBW bowled Velagadra, Alistair and Jonathan Trott, the ECB Player of the Year, and Kevin Peterson continued his woeful form, both of them out for 2 respectively. And then it was Alistair Cook along with Ian Bell who put up a 100 partnership. And then after that, Ian Bell, after playing some very good strokes in his score of 52 with eight boundaries, was out to the bowling of Velagadra. So actually, Velagadra was doing a very good job. Suranga Lakmal was also getting the wickets. Fernando then chipped in with a very vital wicket of Alistair Cook, who actually missed his 18th Test century. For he was out for 96 with 15 boundaries. Was looking very impressive with his batting there. Ian Morgan also contributed a very hard hitting 79 with 10 fours and 2 sixes. Was not afraid to loft the spinners over the wickets, and he hit also 10 fours besides that. And today, Matt Pryor, in fact, if you talk about yesterday's play, that is the first day's play in the second N-Power Test, which was played at Lords between England and Sri Lanka. Well, initially the morning session totally belonged to Sri Lanka. After that, there was a consolidation stage with Alistair Cook and Ian Bell. They did that to perfection, and then Ian Morgan came in. The middle order really came up with the lot of with the real goods for England to actually finish at a strong position of 342 for 6 on the first day's play, because Matt Pryor also contributed very well. He was not out, unbeaten there, and today he went on to make a century. In fact, he hit 126 with 19 boundaries. Ian Morgan contributed a very good 79. As I said, the middle order really came to the fore. Ian Bell, Ian Morgan, Matt Pryor, the wicketkeeper, and then Stuart Broad. Stuart Broad today picked up his 50. Now Stuart Broad is an all-rounder, and this is what Stuart Broad can do. He was definitely missed in the World Cup because Stuart Broad brings a lot of value to all the departments of the game, the batting and bowling, and he made 54 today of 51 balls with 9 fours. And then the tail also wagged for England today, with Tremlett contributing 24 not out with 3 fours, and Stephen Finn playing very well to get 19 of with 4 boundaries, and in the end Swan was out for 4. And as I said, it was Sri Lanka who were on the ascendant in the morning session, that is on the first day's play, and then England's middle order came in and grabbed it away. And in the last session, 100 runs were scored on the first day, which really took the game away from Sri Lanka, in fact. And England finished at 342. And today, there were more runs added, with Matt Pryor getting onto his century, his second test at Lord's here, and then Stuart Broad getting his 50, and then the tail two wanging, like the Tramlet making 24, Stephen Finn making 19, and making it very hard work for Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka, who were actually in good control of the game in the first session, actually lost everything in the second and third session and gave the game away to England. And England found themselves in a real position of ascendancy as they finished with 486 all out on the second day at lunchtime. Velagadra had 4 wickets for 122. He really toiled well. 3 for 126 for Lakman, also impressed a lot. None for 57 for Maruf, 17 overs, 5 maidens. 1 for 77 for Dilhara Fernando. 2 for 60 for Rangana Herath. And Sri Lanka currently batting right now at 8 for no loss, with Paranavitana not out on 4 and Dilshan not out on 3. I think it's going to be a huge task. Right now, Stuart Broad and Tremlett are bowling right now. I'll be taking you to the latest situation over here while I am doing this particular cricket happening show. But right now they're 8 for no loss, with Dilshan not out on 3 and 3. But I thought it is going to be a very huge task, because first is the psychological pressure that Sri Lanka has after losing the first test, And besides that, the English bowlers, they have Stephen Finn. He will be like a new commodity for Sri Lanka. So they have to really have a good look at him. Tremlett always putting a psychological pressure of this pace and bounce. Stuart Broad also bowling very well. So it is not going to be easy. First and foremost, what Sri Lanka need to do is they need to get 286 runs to avoid the follow on. And the forecast is also not good, unfortunately. There is some forecast for rain too. Play was stopped for rain before, so there could be chances of more rain probably. So Sri Lanka are 8 for no loss currently. I'll take you there later, but right now I'm also going to give you some cricket news. Now this news is coming from Australia. As you know, ICC were considering to have day-night tests in day-night test matches to actually bring in the revenue and bring in the crowd, which was a good decision. And Australia seems to be taking the first step because they had actually instructed all the international countries, all the countries, to actually look at it by actually implementing them in the domestic level first, in the first class level, and then carry it on. And then so it becomes easier for, if it's a success, then it is easily carried to the rest. So they wanted them to experiment, and Australia is going to be the first country to experiment that. They're going to do that next summer, where all the Sheffield Shield matches are going to go up till 8 o'clock at night. So basically what is going to happen is the match is going to start as usual, but it is going to go till 8 o'clock. So the match will be played under floodlights after a certain span of time in the evening. So that is good thing. So they just wanted to experiment. Once they experiment that, ICC would have a ruling on that, and they would be in a position to actually take a decision. So I think that's the right way to go. So Australia becomes the first country to do that. And other news which I get here is that the Pakistani batsman Umar Akmal wants to bat higher up the order, and he wants to play more responsibly, and he feels that he wants to score well, and he wants to actually perform in the test version. So that is something which is good, and that is very essential that Pakistan gets Umar Akmal, because Umar Akmal is basically an attacking batsman, but he needs to curb himself, because today, if you want to play all the versions of the game, you have to be really, really adapting yourself to all the conditions and all the vagaries of the game. So I think Umar Akmal, I think he's taking the right step now. So he has become a bit experienced now. So that will definitely help Pakistan. Well, I don't have anything else to share. I'll just take you down to the match once again. Still the score has not moved. It's 8 for no loss. Broad is the ball who's going to Paranutana, and this over actually Broad actually bowled the first up was a bouncer, and then Paranutana ducked, and the second delivery there was another short delivery as Paranutana just moved away from the line of the ball, and the next ball to Paranutana yields no runs. So the score stays on 8 for no loss. England earlier all out for 486 on the second day, just before lunch. That's it from me, your host. But keep an eye on this cricket happening show. Sorry that I couldn't come yesterday. That's the reason I just wanted to give you a quick report. Well, what I'm going to do is today you will see me in two match reports. One is I'll be giving you the end of the second day's play report between England and Sri Lanka and the second Empower Test at Lord's, and also I'll be coming with the full match report of the first 2020 match between India and West Indies, which is going to play today, and I'll be back with a full match report on that as well. So you'll have two more reports coming from your host Ram here. So keep an eye on that, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for your company. Thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram signing off. Thank you.